Morning, it's the 20th of April and I just got back from a few days in Benidorm actually. Put it on your list. I imagined something totally different. I imagined it all being like English-Irish boom boom bars and like stag do's, hen do's and that type of thing, but no, spot on, absolutely spot on. It was very quaint and there is that part of it, but anyway. But yeah, very enjoyed 4 days away from me, from my wife's birthday. But yeah, we lads got quite a bit of drill, quite a bit of gnarly land as well. They've got, Ollie finished this off yesterday. He drilled the majority of it and then it came 10 mil of rain, so he couldn't finish it, but he's managed to get this drilled with oats yesterday, and it's gone very, very well actually. It's the one I ripped up and Ollie got stuck over there. Well, that bit was still a bit gnarly, but the rest of it, he says, went really well. I've got loads of spraying to do. I've got up real early this morning expecting not a big dew. There was a bloody frost. In fact, look, still a bit of frost on grass and just too much dew to go. But by the time I get sorted out what they're doing and me loaded up, it'd be right. But they've got this this what was coriander land actually. My packing friend has his parents are, well, his mum's poorly in Pakistan and he just can't commit himself this year, which is fair enough. We did all right last year. We did all right, but this year he's having to give it a miss, so we're putting it in with spring oats, and if we don't want it next year we'll just have a big flat of wheat here. It's not really wheat land in the top, but if we put some muck on it and so there's plenty of food in the soil, it'll be fine. But this boy here looks fantastic. In fact, we've got a real good look on and a real bad look on. The good look on, drilled early, is perfect. Fair bit of rubbish. Our residuals have seemed to, they run out. I think they got washed away, to be fair, and run out of steam very early, and it's let some grass weeds and bromes through, especially in barley. And late drill stuff. Oh God, I wish I'd knocked more up, to be honest. I put fungicide on it and we've put some fur on it and it's still shite, so you don't know what to do for best. So one little girl was very pleased to see me after my 4-day break. Phil's got this bloody thing back together. It was pulling in gear. Go on, Willa, come on. It was pulling in gear. Anyway, so struggling to get the gear changed. My dad was forcing it too much and ended up busting the cable, so we replaced the cable and then it's still pulling in gear, so we just thought it needed adjusting or something. But anyway, buggered about with it and we ended up putting a new belt on it, and the belt must have been worn at the sides and going into the middle on the drive pulley and pulling all the time, so that's rectified that. But it is one thing after another with this thing. This is another piece of land which I'll tell you the idea of pulling up today, but whether we do or do, I do not know. We'll have a walk on this. Right. See, a few people have commented about subsoiling at this time of year, and I do agree with them, but that's a 7-leg subsoiler, so it's more cultivating rather than, so it's shifting the whole 9-inch profile, because we are often deeper than 9-inch, and I think it's making a good job. But there is wet patches where it isn't such a good job, but them wet patches will be wet in a fortnight, so we'll just have to either go around them with drill, puddle through them with whatever, and but no, I think this is all right. In fact, another day to a dry, we drill this, and this is going with oats. I think there's a cut-off point, and I think we need to be heeding by it really, because 20th of April, if it comes dry, we'll get very, very little. If it's a growing time, it'll be a late season getting this off, but we're just desperate for straw, absolutely desperate for straw. And I've heard tales where people are that desperate that they're saying to their pig companies, customers, I'm afraid there won't be any straw for you. Well, another friend of mine who sells a bit of straw in a swab, he just said in conversation the other day, he's had 7 people ring him to try and buy his straw behind Cuntmine. And he said there ain't going to be much, but they're all fighting over it already. So luckily we bought a lot of straw fairly early. And cleared a pig farm out and all, which was shit straw, but it did a job sort of thing, and it's kept me going. And I've got a lot left from last year, so but I'll still be short. The dog. If that thing don't get run over, I'll leave my hand. Just getting to this winter barley is a bloody task. I mean, we have to come off-road a field and through grass, and Christ, it ain't usually as wet as this. I mean, I don't even go in there. He put his last application of tillage on with the flotation tyres, and it's just, if I went in there, I'd be disappeared. So I'm going to miss that one. It's going to miss its fungicide and its growth rate, so it'll just have to take its chance at the minute. Yeah, so we're just getting to the field. This fields here was supposed to go in with spring oats, but just didn't happen, so we just jumped on our application went in for the SFI, which was a little one at first, became a big one, or more acreage than we expected, and we're just going to put a bit of winter bird mix and sort of tick the box and claim the money, because it won't last forever, will it? That, I think they've been a bit too generous from the start. And in a bad year and all, especially people on not so good land, there'll be thousands and thousands of acres going on it on different scheme, and well, it's going to affect a lot of things, I think. Definitely price of straw. I mean, I need to get this off. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I don't know. I'm putting 2 growth rigs. This is 6-row barley, and the idea was to smother the blackgrass in the bottom. But the blackgrass plant must be a lot more resilient than the barley against a wet time, because where it's dry, the dry patches, the barley's bloody up and lush, and it looks bloody marvellous. Where it's extremely wet, sick of having wet roots, and it hadn't had that growth spurt yet, and the growth spurt was supposed to smother the blackgrass in the bottom, and I think in a normal year it would work, but I don't know what it's going to be like to harvest this. It's just creating problems for us all, aren't it? You know, like grassweed bird and everything, it's just going to have a knock-on effect. I'm sick of whinging about it, to be honest. Yeah, let's see where this Kingsbound 6-row barley is very, very good. Look at it. There's no blackgrass showing. Whether it's right, I'm putting a growth. This consists what I'm doing now. It's fungicide, some herbicide, and a growth reg. Well, I'm thinking now whether a growth reg is the right thing to do. Because more growth, leave the blackgrass in the bottom, less growth, let the blackgrass come up, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, bloody wet though, very, very wet. But I mean, how are Ollie's going to hit me hit me and Phil because Phil made some wheelings putting fur on. I'm making a lot more wheelings putting spray on, and then it's going to just buckle, bail a pickup reel up. Terrible, isn't it? And when straw's in very, very short supply, you need every bit you can get. Ah dear, hey ho, it was another year. Just saying to Frank the other day, just ready for the reset button, get harvest out there, and let's hope for a real good back end one. See, that's a wet patch, look. So the barley's really struggled, and there's a lot more blackgrass in the pot. Yeah, the reset button, so we can just have a clean slate. Let's have a normal time. And if this is the normal from now on with bloody global warming, anybody want to buy a farm? It's a funny old job, it's farming. It's the best job in the world, really, but it can be the worst. You know, when weather's against you and you know your workload's going to be massive and you can't start ticking the boxes, and you've got staff to pay and they're just sort of run out of jobs, and you're making work when you know you've got a lot to do but the weather won't let you. Red tape is seriously starting to piss people off. Environment agency, everybody's wowing about them. You know, they just, I don't know, how can, I watch Wardy and I watch, you know, he's looking into rivers and that, and how the environment agency can't see getting a simple machine in to cowl them out in bottom and tidy them up a bit, take a few trees out, won't help the situation of flooding. I just cannot weigh that up. Someone is either dodging the question for some reason or very, very stupid. But yeah, back to farming. Yeah, it's a marvellous profession. I love it. I tell you what, just a minute, I can understand why people get their mental health issues. I really can. It's a massive problem. I'm quite an optimistic, bright person, but you get down, you really do. And I am being depressing here, but yeah, I can understand people getting real pissed off with themselves. So yeah, just go talk to someone. That's all my advice to you. Just wait until next Thursday. We're clearing out. The last batch of pigs is going, and just giving them a bit of straw to keep them going, because I think you ought to look at every bale of straw now, 30 or 40 quid, because our price is going to run away. So I didn't want to put any more in. I wanted to paddle muck up, but they've postponed 3 or 4 days, so they're going to be filthy like. Anyway, not to worry. I'm paid to look after them, and that's what I'm going to do. Get it back. Get him back, go on, get him back. Come here. Bloody dogs, all noise and no action. We've just fenced some grasses today for these to go out in, but Christ, it's just that wet underfoot that they make a right mess. So this here is making them a bit pot-bellied, but they just, I don't know, it's a funny old time, innit? We've been working a bit of land up, and too wet really, but if you don't move it, you'll never do now with it. Phil's ploughing and it's bloody not going that good. Oh, I just want to write this year off, to be fair, or get harvested up and start again a clean slate, because it's just not fun, is it? I'm sick of whinging about it. I want to go back to Benidorm. Saturday night, and oh god, about 5:30 come with my last tankful of the day. And to be honest, wind's only just dropped down. well, it's been too windy anyway today. And but I've just pushed the limits a little bit, kept my booms nice and low, and got a bit done. And yeah, just come into quite a nice flat of winter barley. But yeah, last one of the day. Well, I've got this one I'm next door to do. It's Curtis. No, it isn't Curtis. It is Tardis. Tardis winter barley, and it's suffered with water all winter, and it's just seems to have got hold of its nitrogen. God, I'm drifting all over. Look, got my booms up now. Yeah, it's suffered with water all winter, and now it seems to have got hold of its nitrogen. It's growing, and it's looking very promising. I mean, tram lines are a stake, because when I put residual chemical on, paddled it to death. I sort of smeared from one end of the field to the other, but it has kept it fairly clean. There is a plant of black grass, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. Saturday night. If you like this channel, like and subscribe. Rufford Farm in East Yorkshire. Trying to tick boxes among the problems of the weather, and we are getting a few boxes ticked. We've nearly caught up with sprayed. We got a bit drilled. I'd just like to say thank you to Phil and Ollie for I went away for a short break for 4 days, and they got a lot done. So yeah, just thanks very much for them lads. And I'd also like to wish Caroline, who called today, happy birthday, and I hope she enjoys her weekend away with her hubby Simon, who's our Withams oil rep in Pickering, and North Yorkshire market town. So anyway, on that note, bye for now.